man, do I love that song. It makes me feel like running or going to the gym, but that's not just the flute. Music has a huge influence on the way we feel emotion. So classical music with a slow beat, would probably put you to sleep, whereas some metal or some rock or something like I just played, would get you super hyped up at the gym and make you want to lift really heavy. Of course, there's a billion variants of how every song makes you feel, but you get my idea. Now I'm going to show you another version of that intro clip of the dog, but I'm going to edit it to be a bit sadder and try and pay attention to all the details and see if you were right on most of them that I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you 5 of the main things that I edit to manipulate your emotions when you watch my films. Feel free to go and rewatch anything that I've played already to see if you could spot what I'm talking about. Number 1, music. I already talked about it a little bit, but I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth. You can go into like the scientific, the scientific angle of music. There's a lot behind it that we don't realize when we listen. Like, why do a lot of these rap songs where the guys, you can barely hear what they're saying, but everyone loves the song? Most of the time the beats are really good and they're really attractive, you could say. BPM, beats per minute. How fast is the song? Is it very high? Is it crazy like that rock song? Or is it a little slower like the second song? Instruments. What kind of instruments are you using? Is there a voice? Is there no voice? Sometimes when there's a voice and they're talking about some lyrics, it gets us thinking about certain things and makes us feel a certain way. Lighting techniques. Lately in my past 2 videos, it was by mistake, but you can go look at them. The whole environment was way too dark. I had like a pink light to try and make it like a nice mood, but everything around me was too dark. That would have been really good for like a dark cinematic sequence where like the evil guys are planning to murder the hero. Whereas this lighting, you've got a nice little like chin strap here of black, but the rest is lit up well, and you could see me, you can see everything from behind me, you can see the shelf with the gear, you can see the computer with the LEDs. It also depends on what kind of lights you're using. I'm using very bright white lights, but I can change the setting and now it's all orange. You can also go with the very like high light that goes down and you see the eyeshadow. Lighting really changes the way the scene feels. If you want examples, just search up different lighting techniques. I'm not going to go through them in this video. I would love to make a video where I go in depth with like the top ones that I would use in a scary film or in a happy film or something like that. But most of the time, darker is sadder, where bright and strong and everything's filled out and there's not many shadows, it's more of a happier feel. Ooh, my favorite, white balance. Ooh, this one is probably my favorite. It's white balance. I'm going to show you an example while I talk, but white balance is this number you can change. You can go from really high to really low, and the higher you go, the more orange your scene becomes, where the lower you go, the more blue your scene becomes. Now, I really like this because it's an easy way to change emotions right away. Like, once I edited both of my clips that you guys saw earlier, the rock version and the sad version, I went and I changed the white balance of the 2 clips, and that already gave a dramatic difference of one being like very warm and happy, and one being very cold and lonely. And that's what white balance presents, the warm and the cold. Next up is clip speed and edit speed. With the rock one, I tried to have my edits a lot faster, and I tried to keep a lot of movement in the clip. I wanted the dog, opening the mouth, closing the mouth, walking around, moving the head, doing all these movements. And then the sad one, just like looking at the camera, slow, super slow. Everything in the rock video was normal speed, while everything in the sad video was slowed down, so it looked better. And it looked a bit sadder. The last, and I would say the most difficult, is color science. So there's certain levels of like white balance and lighting and all that where you decide a lot of colors, like when I showed you the orange lights or the white lights. But with color science, I'm gonna entitle this as changing the actual tone of certain colors. So let's say like here, I can target the pink on my face. I could say like from this pink to this pink, change it to whatever. And I can, let's say, tone it down and turn it a bit whiter. So I can actually make myself look more pale. And that can go a long way in a scene where I'm a bit too red. You know, I need to look cold, everything around me is blue, but my face is still looking warm. Let's find a way to make it pale and make it look a bit sadder and colder and just worse. Or you could do the opposite, someone who's looking a bit too pale in a happy scene, that doesn't look good. Maybe you can change some of that using color science and targeting certain colors and changing their tones and all these things. It's a pretty complicated thing to do, but I had to bring it up. That's it for today's video. It was pretty quick. I'd love to know what you guys want to see in future videos and what you guys think of the current videos. I know a lot of you out there are programmers who watch my videos, and I could see just from my analytics that a lot of you don't enjoy these videos as much. I'm not going to stop doing them. I still love making these videos. I still love talking about these things. They're things I'm very passionate about. And I'm passionate about programming, but just I have to find a way to tie it in with my YouTube channel and make it entertaining for you guys. I'm going to stream like always. I'm going to make the game. I really want to do a stream with a friend of mine, Rev, from the Discord. He's a cybersecurity guy, and there's this thing called Over the Wire where you hack into like machines and you go through different levels, and each level has the passcode for the next level, so you gotta like go through the system and find that code, and then you gotta go and use it to the next level. It's really fun. It's very interactive. I could do it with you guys on chat, so I'm working on setting that up sometime this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoy any of my content, you can like the video and you can subscribe to my channel, helping me grow to that 1,000 mark. See you guys in the next one.